Welcome to London, a city of history, culture, and over 9 million people. From the majestic Tower Bridge to the bustling streets of Piccadilly Circus, life teems within this urban jungle. But what if the unthinkable happened? What if the delicate balance of peace were to shatter, and the skies above London were to be torn asunder by the unimaginable? Today, we'll explore how to survive a nuclear blast in London, examining 3 different scenarios and expert-recommended strategies. Remember, while this information is crucial, we hope it never becomes necessary. Our first scenario involves a 15-kiloton bomb, a devastating weapon of mass destruction, similar to the little boy dropped on Hiroshima in 1945, which caused unprecedented devastation and loss of life. If such a bomb were detonated over central London, the consequences would be catastrophic. The explosion would cause severe damage within a 1.6-kilometer radius, obliterating everything in its path. Imagine, if you will, standing on the Millennium Bridge, the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral looming in the distance, the serene beauty of the city suddenly disrupted by an unimaginable force. Suddenly, a blinding flash, brighter than 1,000 suns, engulfs the sky. This intense light is the first sign of the bomb's detonation, signaling the beginning of a nightmare. The ground heaves beneath your feet, and a deafening roar tears through the air. The sheer force of the explosion would be enough to knock people off their feet and shatter windows miles away. In this terrifying moment, every second counts. Panic sets in as people scramble to find safety, their minds racing with fear and uncertainty. Seek shelter immediately in the nearest building, preferably underground. The deeper you can get, the better your chances of survival. The London Underground, with its labyrinthine tunnels deep beneath the city, could offer some protection. These tunnels, designed to withstand various pressures, might shield you from the worst of the blast. Stay away from windows and exterior walls, as the blast wave will shatter them with incredible force. The flying glass and debris can cause severe injuries or even death. If caught outside, lie face down, shielding your exposed skin from the intense heat and radiation. This position minimizes your exposure to the deadly effects of the blast. Cover your head with your arms or any available material. Even a thin layer can provide some degree of protection against the initial thermal pulse. Remember, even a thin layer of fabric can provide some protection from the initial thermal pulse. This small barrier can mean the difference between life and death. After the initial blast, you have about 10 to 15 minutes before fallout. Radioactive particles that fall back to Earth reaches ground level. This fallout is deadly and can cause severe radiation sickness. Use this precious time to find better shelter, ideally a basement or the center of a large building, as far away from the blast site as possible. The more barriers between you and the fallout, the better your chances of survival. Now let's consider a modern tactical nuclear weapon, such as the B-6112, which represents a significant leap in destructive capability compared to earlier nuclear weapons. The B-6112 has a variable yield of up to 50 kilotons, allowing for adjustable levels of destruction depending on the target and strategic objectives. This would cause significantly more damage than the Hiroshima bomb, which had a yield of approximately 15 kilotons. The B-6112's increased yield means a much larger area would be affected. The blast radius of the B-6112 extends the radius of devastation to nearly 5 kilometers, encompassing a vast area and causing catastrophic damage to infrastructure and human life. In a city like London, iconic landmarks such as the Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, and the London Eye would be reduced to rubble, leaving a lasting scar on the city's landscape and history. In this scenario, preparation is key. Being prepared can make the difference between life and death. Have an emergency kit prepared and readily accessible. This kit should be tailored to your specific needs and the needs of your family. This kit should include essential supplies such as water, non-perishable food, a first aid kit, and any necessary medications. These items will help you survive the initial aftermath of a nuclear event. A battery-powered radio is crucial to receive emergency broadcasts and updates from authorities, especially when other communication networks are down. A flashlight with extra batteries is essential for navigating in the dark, as power outages are likely in the wake of a nuclear detonation. Remember, in the aftermath of a nuclear detonation, electricity and communication networks may be severely disrupted. Being prepared for these disruptions is crucial for your survival. Your emergency kit becomes your lifeline in such a scenario. It is your primary source of essential supplies and information. Seal off your shelter using plastic sheeting and duct tape to prevent radioactive fallout from entering. This simple step can significantly reduce your exposure to harmful radiation. This is crucial to minimize your exposure to radiation. Every measure you take to protect yourself from fallout can increase your chances of survival. Decontaminate yourself by removing outer clothing and washing exposed skin with soap and water. This helps to remove radioactive particles that may have settled on your body. Remember the 7-10 rule. Radiation levels decrease by 90% after 7 hours and 99% after 49 hours. This knowledge can help you plan your actions post-detonation. Plan to stay sheltered for at least 24 hours unless authorities advise otherwise. Staying indoors can significantly reduce your exposure to harmful radiation. Chapter 3, Tsar Bomba, the Unthinkable Power. Our final scenario involves a weapon similar to the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear device ever created by humankind. The Tsar Bomba was the largest nuclear weapon ever detonated, a true testament to the destructive capabilities of nuclear technology. With a yield of 50 megatons, it was over 3,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. A bomb of this magnitude would devastate most of Greater London, reducing it to rubble in an instant. The blast wave would level buildings, turning concrete and steel into dust. It would incinerate everything in its path, leaving nothing but charred remains. The explosion would create a firestorm of unimaginable proportions, engulfing the city in flames. The mushroom cloud would reach high into the atmosphere, towering over the landscape. It would cast a long, dark shadow over the once vibrant city, plunging it into darkness. Evacuation may be the only option if there's sufficient warning, but the chaos would be unimaginable. If caught in the blast zone, survival chances are minimal, with the immediate area becoming a wasteland. For those outside the immediate blast area, the best chance of survival would be to seek the deepest underground shelter possible. Underground bunkers or subway stations might offer some protection from the initial blast and subsequent radiation. The Tsar Bomba's mushroom cloud reached 64 kilometers high, a terrifying sight visible from hundreds of kilometers away. Its effects were felt hundreds of kilometers away, with shock waves circling the globe multiple times. In this scenario, long-term survival would depend on national and international response efforts, with aid and emergency services playing a crucial role in recovery. Outro. We hope this information helps you feel more prepared, but let's strive to create a world where such knowledge is never needed. Stay informed, support peace initiatives, and remember, the best way to survive a nuclear blast is to prevent one from ever happening. A nuclear bomb is nothing more than sophisticated savagery, a testament to our capacity for destruction. Let us instead strive for a world where the skies above London and every city across the globe remain clear and peaceful. Share this video, lend your voice to the call for nuclear disarmament, and together let us work towards a future free from the threat of nuclear war.